Welcome to Switzerland, the 2011 Mountain Bike World Championship, cross country and downhill. We have a bike here we're going to do a little work on. This is a Trek belonging to Austin. Nice young man. We are in the forest. We are the shade tree mechanic, barefoot today. This is not appropriate professional attire. Everybody's on a budget, and the heavy boots flying over. Well, we gave way to the boots for more tools, so we left some boots to bring more tools. We have the cows up in the the meadow or in the playground here, metaphorically as well as literally. And this bike we're going to take the clay off of. This is after a practice, today being Thursday. We've gained probably 10, maybe 15 pounds of weight, and just a complete mess, difficult to work on. We need to get this off. So let's go ahead and start with these seat posts. Some comments as we go along. First thing we're going to do is just probably scrape a bunch of stuff off. Switzerland here, interesting thing, water is quite expensive, so we're going to actually try and minimize the water that we use. And you can see this is very nice here. Make a nice wedge this some more, maybe make a nice clay sculpture out of this stuff here, the sticky stuff that we've run into today. Mostly clay. So I think actually we should save this. We'll save this, and the kids could come up with a clay pot or something for us. They do need entertainment. Okay, so to hold the bike, we're going to use the PRS 25 repair stand. Nice lightweight stand, and it holds these bikes just fine. We start up here. Because we're going to grab here. Word of note, this high pressure washer here on skin will rip. Will rip off skin as much as mud. So be careful of that. Okay, so we're up in the repair stand. This is going to be a fairly crude cleaning. We'll have to hit it later with some soap and water. A mud gouging stick. I don't know if the MG would be appropriate. Mud gouging, mud cleaning. MC1 tool prototype. We're just going to work some of this out quickly. And washing in general like this, certainly not condoned. It does happen. It has to happen. In a race situation like this, the mechanics just do not have the time to gently remove each particle of dirt. So we want to get a lot of bikes done quickly, and it's going to be just as quick as we can. We're not getting much done there. The spikes here, tires are very spiky. That is to give an illusion of traction for the downhillers, that they're in control. You do gain more control. You can see the mud here, very sticky. If a shorter spike packs up, they're simply on a mud circle. There'll be no control at all. So there we go. A little more out here. A little out here, out here. Later we are going to want to do more of a wash, more of a hands-on wash. You can find things that are interesting by touching and wiggling and pulling, things like that. Okay, that's interesting right there. Loose pedal body. This is pedal on the ground. We'll store our mud stick there. That bike there, pedal wiggled. I took it off to remind us that it came loose. So always touch the bike as much as you can. So here we go. I like to start at the front end, and we'll work our way back. There we go. Okay, a word of note here. Why is this not condoned? It's really not that good for the bike. Well, it could be argued racing is possibly not that good for the human, but this is a quick way to do it. Does do a fairly thorough job. Again, we'll see. We'll have to soap it later anyway. But we are going to try not to blast bearing surfaces, such as here, up in here. The headset avoiding when we can. We got to spray the chain rings. Got to spray pedals. We're going to spray from a distance. This is better than this. So that's what it's about. This is a water only spray today. We'll do some hand soap later. So this is spitting that tire. You can see we're starting to get fairly clean there, and this side. Might notice I'm keeping it slow. It is quite fun. Let's go ahead and spin this bad boy here. Let's have a look at this. We have a bit of a turbine system going here. That's really not that good at cleaning. You're not getting effective cleaning doing that. So we like to give some resistance as we blast. More effective, you're wasting less water. Also notice we're trying to spray so it's away from the bike. If we were to spray this way, it cleans what you're hitting, but it's throwing the extra mud up into our machine. Okay. Let's get behind the fork here. We have this flap here. Sometimes you'll see an inner tube. This particular one is Naugahyde. We're trying it. I think it's more durable, simply more durable than the cut up inner tube. We put the slick side to the back, the fabric to the front. Riders have autographed it here. AHK, that's Austin. And, well, why? Is that going to keep the bike clean? No, it's not intended to. Is it going to keep the rider clean and tidy? No. It is going to help keep clean their eyes. This is mainly to keep things from flinging up into their field of vision as material starts flying off. Okay. So that's our mud flap there. That's pretty much the front end. Let's move on back. The shock. I'm going to finish with the rear wheel. We can see a lot's going on. You want to hunt out pockets. You're going to find that anytime there's a recess back in this crank, for example, anytime there's a recess, it's going to get filled with mud. This is nice little vegetation here. Interesting note also for the traveling mechanic, of course, and the traveling rider. Leaving country with a bike like this, a lot of countries are very strict, and you can see why, the agricultural reasons, taking parasites on different bugs, different insects, all sorts of vermin and such, and invasive plants, invasive insects to different countries. So showing up at the airport with a real muddy bike, even dried mud, that's packed up like this, can get you in some serious trouble. Get your bike quarantined. You're going to be stuck at the airport. So that's not much fun. Okay, so I think we're getting close to our finish rinse here. No, I'm not. Take that back. Let's go on the inside and have a look. Yep, right back here. And inside this. Put it up in there. The chain, I'm really not so worried about the chain. I am worried about the guide system. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Some of that vegetative matter, local flora and fauna, some of each sometimes, showing up on our bikes. Today was a practice day. There's a good pocket. There's a good pocket right in there. We have another practice tomorrow. Hopefully a little drier. Saturday is another practice day. Sunday is finals. Very intense day. Tomorrow is a timed run. It's basically a timed practice, a full-on practice protocol for the race organizer and us as well. We're going to do the race full-on. You're going to see we're going to write the start times behind their plate. Tells them and us when they start. In case there's a problem, we know their exact start time. They do not wait the start for your race. If you're late, if you're sleeping, if you had a mechanical problem, that is too bad. So we cannot have any problems there. This is an interesting issue here. See if we can get close here. Notice the threads are sticking out there. Let's have a wiggle. Look at that. No good. We'll take the Park Tool SPA2 pin spanner, give that a good crank, tight, and that will solve that issue. Some mild thread locker, also a good idea there. Okay, that's it. Not a perfect bike in terms of being clean. Very nice bike. We have some work on this bike to do. Let's take it off. We'll bounce it a bit and proceed with the work. My favorite part of the downhill bikes, if you've not seen this, let's drop this thing. There is no bouncing this bike. We have more lined up. On over to our work area and the rest of the U.S. team.
Where's your shoes?